What's going on, everybody? We are here at Liquid Elements, and right now we are here with my friend Sebastian. What's going on, Sebastian? How are you
Hi,
doing?
welcome. Well, I'm fine. We're Saturday today on MTE, and yeah, we're quite excited because it's our first time being here. And yeah, we have plenty of items to show you. Maybe we'll start just with these two guys here. So, for instance, Liquid Elements brand is about polishes, chemicals, accessories. We have 4 factories in total. It's something like a network. And we try to serve the industry of detailing with a full solution. So it's not about just selling a single product. It's about selling the full solution for the customer. So we always start with the machines. These two guys here from the white baseline are already available in the US. This is the T4200. This is the A1000. This is a battery-driven model. This one has a cord. These models are our main selling items, but we will go onwards. So more and more things to come. Some is due to tasks not available yet in the US, but in Germany already. So as you can see, we have some grayish machines here already. Despite the already seen white ones, these are more tended to the professional users, so they're a little bit more refined, have brushless technology always, have a little bit more features. But also the price tag is a little higher. So starting from this point, we will develop the full system further in the US. So just be excited what is yet to come. But we can basically show you already as all the liquids, accessories, what we got in our product catalog on our website. Already is still liquidelements.de for Germany, but we will also have an English website coming soon. And I hope to get this done within the next few months, 2 years, to have the full product range here in the US as well. So besides the polishing pads, the towels, the masking tape, the liquids, the polishes, everything you can get, we always appreciate the customer's feedback. So what the brand is initially all about is just working with you as the customer, as the user, who gives us the feedback to improve and just make these items better to fit your task, your needs the best. So especially this kind of case, we had some requests from a few customers. They were just complaining about, if I want some high quality casing, just for my own satisfying, or maybe just have it look nice on the shelf in my workshop, we made not the usual plastic casing. This is something like sintered wood, armed with some anodized material from aluminium. So you can store all your accessories in there, and we're developing a special kind of kit feature with extended warranty and something like a replenishment option. So you are safe with this one when you don't want to think about expenses on replenishing items like polishing pads, towel, or polishes on a price basis. This one will come in far cheaper than with the kit together. And yeah, there are some features to talk about, but I'm excited about the whole thing in development, and this is why your feedback as a user is the most valuable for us.
Yeah, and I think that was one thing we spoke about yesterday. I was telling you is I recently tried out this machine, and one thing that I loved when I spoke with you guys was you're open to innovation each and every model. So you're not just going to re-release something and just barely tweak little stuff, but you're really looking to innovate in each one, perform and outperform the other.
Then we can go into this more detail, and maybe this also, so to just understand the differences. So if we want to talk about the baseline in more detail, as you may already know now, the baseline is tended to the enthusiast, the semi-professional. What we have here are some features that we improved on and on. So this is the T4200, what is available in the US already. The predecessor, the T4000, also available in the US. But the main difference is the T4200 has this detachable cord feature right here. So this is compatible with nearly all of our electric polishes now. It has an overhauled ECU and something like a torque sensor you may know from your toothbrush. So when you're pressing too hard, especially for unexperienced users, the LED work light will switch from green to red. So it just lights up and shows you that you're pressing too hard. This is something like a safety feature we implemented upon request to make these machines from the baseline fitting the enthusiast to just easier enter the detailing industry. And for the pro users, we have this guy here. And we had a main request because we started with battery polishers for the professional line. But in Germany, it's a little different than in the US. In Germany, most of the detailing businesses are based in local workshops, not mobile. So we had a request of making something cable driven. And as you can see here as well, it's the same kind of cable port we got on the standard version. So it's compatible with the same 8 meters heavy duty cord. And a few of the major improvements here are, we have no ventilation. So it's a closed system, very silent, driving extremely noiseless and comfortable. And as you already may have noticed, this kind of crazy edge thing here, it's all about ergonomics on this machine. So I just initially took the negative off my hand and mapped it here in the CID drawing, just made a mesh out of it so you can very comfortably fit the surface. And no matter how you hold the polisher, you always find the spots where it's comfortable to handle. So in the end, the main difference between these two machines is this is just for the professional user, this is for the enthusiast, but we have many guys who just starting with the white line and then maybe half a year after they step up to the professional line. Here we can showcase you one special feature of the machine itself. It has a sensor electronic. Due to the reason it's brushless, we can electronically measure the RPM of the backing plate of the gear and the motor itself, and the power consumption it's draining. So what we can do, we don't need a forced orbit machine with a second gear located here. We can do this as a simulation by electronics. So I just show you the capabilities of this kind of machine because most of the people are complaining about stalling when in some certain kind of, or a particular kind of cutting power. So we do it with something like 3,500 RPM now. You can hear it's very silent. You could do a basic compensation with this machine. So now you can see I've applied some basic pressure. And it's not even full power. When I rev up the power now,
Yeah, that is crazy. That honestly is really, really cool. And I love how you integrate these because you're not just trying, like I told you yesterday, you're not just selling them a machine, the experience. So it's not, hey, you don't just buy the machine, you know how to use it or not, okay. But if you don't know how to use it, and even if you're still getting into it, we put a little bit of reassurance in here so you as the consumer know, hey, am I doing this right? Well, you know you're doing it right because it's letting you know that, right?
yeah, and this is what it's all about. So there are many brands out there who try to source machines from Chinese factories. We also do, but we own this factory partially. So for us, it's very convenient to just go in touch with. I have one of the lead engineers I'm always talking about. I'm a physicist myself, and I run engineering as well. So we mainly do the engineering in Germany, the refinements with the user experience together with you to integrate us in the machines, as you said, to have the most beneficial final product for you. And one thing worth mentioning aside is the price tag is also not that high. So we always try not to orient on the market how much money we could get. So we just make a basic rational calculation.
Okay. So now in the US, what will these be going for?
This guy will come at something like 220.
Okay.
And on this machine, we have something like 360 to 380. And we even had some questions about this boxing case. The box case will be something like $100 above the base price of the machine, but it already includes the basic stuff of accessories coming with it. And as mentioned, a special flat rate for a reduced price for the accessories replenishment.
Okay. Now, real quick, for those, because I know we spoke about it, aside from the 220 to the 335, one's an intermediate polisher, the other one is considered a professional polisher.
Exactly.
What are the main key differences that make this a professional version over the regular version?
As you may see here, this is a usual brushed system. You can almost see this on this kind of part here. There is where the carbon brushes are replaced. So this is the commutation part. It's a mechanical commutation. We have carbon brushes which just grind on the motor itself. Here the motor is sitting. It's very large. So this is just a motor compartment. And here you may maybe recognize we have a radial blower fan. You may notice from any kind of power tool you have, no matter if you've got an angle grinder or a polisher or an electric drill, all of these power tools need to get rid of excess heat. So just the basic equation, when you have 1000 watts coming inside from the AC grid, the motor consumes this 1000 watts, generating 400 watt of excess heat. So this is power you cannot use. 600 watts are roughly transferred to the gears, and the gears also consume something like 10 to 12% of power. So you have 450 watts, maybe hopefully transferred to the backing plate to work with as power transferred to the paintwork. And this is something we wanted to overcome because this is industry standard right now. What we did we released this in Germany 2 years ago. So initially it was the world's first corded-driven brushless polisher, because I just want to explain to you the initial stage here is the same. So you just plug in a power cord coming from the AC grid, but here the magic is happening. So this is the inverter stage. Here we don't have the carbon brushes anymore. We have an electric commutation part, and the motor compartment is this. So as you may already have seen, the motor here is far larger, the motor here is even smaller, but it's more powerful in the end due to its efficiency grade. And what we also don't have is this kind of radial blower. So the efficiency until here is something like 95%. Then we have some percentages, like roughly 10 to 12%, again consumed by the gears. So what you get delivered finally to the backing plate is 1000 watts, approximately X 0.85. So you have 850 watt transferred to the backing plate. So if we compare this to the casual polisher technology, we get approximately 2 times the power. The MK1 version, the T4000, which was released in the US, I guess, 10 months ago. Now we have the second iteration of this machine, the T4200. So this is already an improvement, and we keep on improving. The next step is we will integrate a display and an ECU located in this part here, and we want users to have freedom of choice. So in a few years, hopefully, you can choose which model you like from the T4 range, or which model you like from the T45 range, or maybe from the T2 range. So there are just different tiers. You may imagine it's something like you have on Apple with the iPhone. They always keep improving and take the feedback of the customers, the capabilities, the production they gave them, and then just combine it to a better product. And this is what it's all about at us. So we are also working on electronics, making things smarter. So there are some things to come. I could leak already that we are trying to make these things smart in a way there is more communication. So with the battery, with the polisher itself, with maybe the charging station, there will be some things I cannot speak about yet because it's trade secret, but you could be more than excited to what is next to come in 2026 and 2027, I guess.
Okay, definitely. Now, real quick, I want you to show me the battery operated polisher, because for someone like me who's been in the game for 4 years, I've never seen something like this. What we're used to out there is the little cord that attaches to the rotary that you use. That's what we're used to. But when you guys showed me that yesterday, I truly believe, man, it is a game changer. Let's talk about that.
This is a machine, as you can see at the color from the baseline. We did this, I guess, 5 years ago, and it was also upon request. We have this detail loving people, mainly in the Asian market. So we serve customers worldwide already. So for example, these are very, very commonly used in Asia, in Korea, in China, Japan, because people love the details there. And then it's swapped over in Germany and the whole EU. This machine also gained some attention, and people were always asking, why should I use this? And yesterday I had a guy coming by. He was like, oh, I usually took my 3-inch polisher, place it on the desk, and then I have this extension with the mechanical kind of attachment on it. So it's always an issue by pulling on it, it's falling off, or you can't bend it that much. Here we solved this by just an electric connection. So what you can do here is you have this remote battery system, place it somewhere you like, and then you have this kind of quick connector switch, and it is a full kit. So it comes with the 2 drive units with 1 energy unit. You just quick change it here. And this is maybe, I guess, the smallest polisher worldwide. This is the 10 millimeter backing plate attached right now. You can press this button, just unscrew it here, and then you are able to change to the different larger size 25mm backing plate. I don't know right now how much this is in inch because I'm not that common with the
I didn't
Imperial
even know
system.
that. I didn't even see that yesterday.
So, and now you can finish your small tasks like this, or if you forgot your toothbrush, no worries anymore. But it's all about surfaces like this, to work on edges, which would be nearly impossible to work on with a standard sized polisher. So you could imagine many tasks like polishing rims, the interior, high gloss interior maybe, or even the backside of door handles, which easily gets scratched by your fingernails. This is something to dig in with this guy. So this is basically like a smaller version of a Dremel, I guess, with a quick locking mechanism here. So you can just take out and insert these kind of foam cones. And it's easy to reach areas like, I have seen in the US there's something similar like we have in Germany. In Germany we have these Audi RS models would have these honeycomb grills. But in the US things are getting more serious, I guess, in this task because all these huge trucks have these honeycomb grills and most of them are painted in glossy black. So when you want to do this by hand, you're really screwed. You just take this machine, put a little bit of polish on there, just dip into the honeycomb grill, do your job and just finish it off with the towel and then you're done on a quick clear base.
Okay. Now something like this, is this available to us in the US?
It's not available yet. It is ready technically because the charger and the battery in the machine itself is capable of 100 volt to 250, but we still need the certification. So I guess this is a machine which will come to the US officially in something like 3 months. When we speak about the other ones, the grayish machines, we already have so many requests about the corded and even the cordless version. This is the cordless version of this guy we have seen before. So there's just a few changes, as you may see in the inverter section here, because it needs to be smaller. It just needs this inverter, just the ECU sitting here for the DC source of the battery. So this one is technically also ready for the US market due to the reason it's a closed system. So we don't need to make any 220 to 110 volt changes on the system. We just have to rework the charger itself. So it's a far easier task than on a fully corded machine. So here we just have to take the opportunity of getting the certification done. And I guess this is something in the range of 8 months to come with the cable version. And speaking about the battery version, we are looking for something like 5 to 6 months, hopefully, to get all the paperwork done.
Okay. Well, sounds good. So now, as of right now, for anyone like myself or anyone else in the US that is looking to purchase one of your machines, where do they go?
We actually got a distributor here right now, which is located in Florida. We are already into some distributors, like many big online shop, for example, Obsess Garage is there. We are in talking with some more. We have Corey from Sky's the Limit. And there are some more shops which are now attracted here, which will carry a full line at all when it's available.
Okay, sounds good. Well, hey, Sebastian, I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming by.
Yes, these guys have been amazing since the first day that we came in. We originally met because we helped them out moving some stuff. And since then, the relationship in the last 2 days has been amazing. These are such great guys. Like I explained to them, they're not just selling you a product, they're not just selling you a machine, and they're not selling you a dream. They're selling you the experience of the machine, the experience that you get when you use the machine, and overall the user experience and the customer service that these guys provide is next level. And this isn't even, you're not a salesman, right? You're the engineer.
No, I'm not a salesman. So what is always important to me, you will not meet any unexperienced guy here. So all the guys we have on trade shows like this are the guys who are working on the products. And this is what is from the heart important to me, that we have close connections to the end user. Because when you're just talking to a salesman who is just sitting there playing on his smartphone, yeah, no offense to anybody else, but the signal loss is easily to happen. So when you want to make an induction, you want to trigger something, you want to trigger some innovations, you need to have, in Germany we call it like you need to have a short wire. So there shouldn't be any kind of distance. So I'm the lead engineer of these machines. I also into the chemicals. We have a chemist as well in-house. We have all the guys in-house can making things happen on a really short wired base. And this is what this is about. Otherwise, it won't be possible. So huge companies are maybe too, not lazy, but it's harder to react for them because it has to go through multiple instances, and we always want to keep this communication on a short way.
Okay. No, I understand it. Well, like I said, once again, thank you.
Thank you.
If you guys have yet to check out Liquid Elements, make sure you guys check them out. And very soon, hopefully, I'll be getting my hands on something to try out for you guys. And I have a machine that I'll be borrowing to do a video on as well if I can. And hopefully get more people into it and allow when you enter the US with all these new products, hopefully it's a lot easier for you guys to move them, because I'm a firm believer in these. And for the 4 years that I've done YouTube, I've never promoted anything that I've never used myself. If you send it to me for free, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't work and I don't like it, I don't advertise it, because my word means a lot to other people. So it's very important that when we advertise something, we advertise quality and good customer service. And that's exactly what you guys are.
This is also important for us, because even you can buy just by passion, not by money. So the most important thing for us is we don't pay anyone. Yeah, we have no relation with some influencers which we pay much money, things like this. All these things happen on the same base like you can buy by obsession, by passion, or by just interest. So This is the main engine we need to develop this further, and what makes you authentic on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Like I said, down in the description, I'll have some links for you guys to check them out. I'll go ahead and get some B-roll footage for you guys to see it, but definitely check out these polishes. And again, thank you to Sebastian for taking the time to educate us and my viewers.